So before I start a demonstration of DevOps, first let me introduce myself. Okay, I am the trainer for DevOps course. Okay, my name is Shiva Kumar. Okay, I have overall 19 years of experience. So I started my career as actually Oracle DBA. That is in the month of June 2003. Later I shifted to other technologies, but for the past eight and a half years, I have been on DevOps, Azure DevOps, Azure, and AWS clouds. This is my brief introduction. Okay, and when it comes to this DevOps course, what exactly prerequisites? So to be honest, no coding is required. No coding is required because it is all about automation. And second thing is, it is better to have Linux fundamentals. Even though you don't have Linux fundamentals concept, okay, so we are going to cover. That is not an issue. Okay, so when it comes to course duration, this is 8 to 9 weeks. 8 to 9 weeks of duration. And what are the tools that we are going to cover as a part of this course? So we are going to cover all these tools: Git, Maven, Jenkins, Terraform, Packer, Ansible, Docker, and Hibernate. So these are the tools that we are going to cover, okay, in our course. So my way of taking these tools is in a cyclic fashion. Cyclic fashion means we can start our DevOps journey, DevOps course with any tool. It is not that we have to start our course from Git. You can start with any tool because there is no link between one tool and another tool. One tool and another tool. Okay. So if I suppose I start with Docker. Okay. So you will finish Docker Kubernetes. Again, this cycle is repeated. You will start from Git to Maven, Jenkins, Terraform, Packer, Ansible. When Ansible is completed, your course is completed. Because every time I start a new tool, I will add new students. Because there is no link between one tool and another tool. Okay. And when I start Git again, I will add new students. Okay. They will finish Git, Maven, Jenkins, Terraform, Packer, Ansible, Docker, and Kubernetes. When the Kubernetes finished, their course is completed. And I can add new students in Terraform again. I cannot add in Maven, I cannot add in Jenkins because these are interlinked. Okay, so new students will come in Terraform, they will finish Terraform, Packer, Ansible, Docker, Kubernetes, and this cycle is repeated. Git, Maven, Jenkins. When Jenkins is completed, the new students course is completed. So like that, this is like a cyclic journey. Okay, and every session is recorded session, and you will be shared with recordings. Okay, so Google Drive is created. Within the Google Drive, every day session is posted. Okay, so that the Google Drive is shared with you, and you have to open same link every day. Within the same Google Drive, you are going to get the everyday recording. Even you miss 1 or 2 classes, okay, you have to practice. Okay, you can get the recordings. And one more thing also I wanted to convey: DevOps course is not that much easy. That means I am not saying that it is tough. Okay, unless you practice, it becomes tough. At least you have to spend 2 hours in a day. That is mandatory. 2 hours for your practical purpose, practical session. And our entire sessions will be on AWS cloud. Okay, our entire sessions. We are going to take entire sessions on AWS cloud. Okay, you need to have an AWS free tier account. AWS free tier account is needed. Okay, to practice. Okay, session exercises. Okay, next I'm going to give sometimes some exercises, and every day at any cost you have to do. Okay, whatever I did in a classroom, that is mandatory. Now to create AWS free tier account, we need to have mobile number, a valid mobile number. You have to have an email ID, and third one is you need to have a debit card. These are the three things that are required to create a new AWS free tier account, which is valid for 12 months. Free tier account. Here I am going to write free for 12 months. Once you are ready with these three items, you can go and create a new AWS account. I will show how to create. I will show the link. I don't show how to create. It is because very easy. It is just like Gmail or a Facebook account creation. Okay, just follow this. Use this link. console.aws.amazon.com. Okay. Use this link to create a free tier AWS account. So like this, every day I'm going to write the notes that will be shared with you. I will also share some material, PDF files whenever it requires. Right. Now, just to follow this link, press enter. And if you have the account already, you can select the account here. Since you are creating a new account, are you seeing this option? Create a new AWS account. So you have to enter your root email, root user email address, account name, and in the next page, it is going to ask you which type of account you wanted to create, whether it is personal or commercial. Don't select commercial. Okay, if you select commercial, billing will be more. So select personal, and after that you will be redirected to payment page. Okay, debit card adding page. There you have to enter your debit card number. Okay, CVV, expiry date. Okay, so just for verification, AWS is going to deduct 2 rupees from your account. Verification, just for verification of your bank account. Okay, after completion of verification, that 2 rupees will be refunded. Okay, within no time your account will be activated. So once your account is activated, same link you can use. Okay, here my ID is this one. This is a AWS homepage or landing page. From here onwards, we are going to select services. From tomorrow onwards, we are going to have some basic sessions of Linux and AWS. Okay, by tomorrow, okay, if you don't have AWS free tier account, better you create by tomorrow. Okay, so just it is a matter of 5 to 10 minutes job. Now, once your account is created, once everything is over, From tomorrow onwards, we are going to have basic Linux and AWS sessions for 1 week. Okay. Now, what exactly DevOps is? DevOps engineer roles. So it is not just like C, C++, .NET, Java. It is not a single tool. Okay. So DevOps will have a set of tools. Okay. So each tool is meant for some purpose. So what is the purpose of each and every tool? We will discuss in detail. Okay. So just for now, what are the roles and responsibilities of a DevOps engineer? So when it comes to DevOps role, DevOps engineer roles, actually DevOps is a concept. According to the concept, a DevOps engineer will have to fulfill these roles. What are the roles to be fulfilled? The first role of a DevOps engineer is to reduce the time required to deliver the software. This is the primary goal of a DevOps engineer. And when it comes to secondary goal, to provide infrastructure. What do you mean by infrastructure? Infrastructure means virtual servers, okay, storage or memory. Okay, this is nothing but virtual infrastructure. Why we say virtual? Because we cannot see, right? Okay, virtual server means somewhere else it is located, but for us it is virtual. Virtual storage, virtual memory, virtual network. These are all virtual. These are not physical. Okay. And why we are going to call it as virtual? Tomorrow we are going to see AWS regions and availability zones. Okay. What exactly a region? What exactly a availability zone? Okay. What is the importance of availability zone? Okay. Those concepts we will discuss tomorrow. Now, today we are going to see what exactly a DevOps engineer, okay, has to fulfill. So these are the two goals, right? Now, just imagine a new project has come to your organization. Okay. So first, what happens here? Project managers will come into picture. Okay. So they will prepare a document. Okay. Like how much budget is required, how many days are required, what is the complete plan. That is non-technical aspect. When it comes to technical aspect, first developer is going to write the code. Whenever a new project comes, it can be any project. It can be .NET application or Java, Python, okay, flight reservation, whatever it may be. Okay, so first developer writes the code. Okay, let me show it diagrammatically. I will take some icons here for better understanding. Developer icon. First developer will come into picture. He is going to write code. Not only single developer, just for the sake of simplicity, I am taking only one developer. Okay. So once the developer writes code at the end of the day, okay, he is going to submit code into some area called, that is, version control system. Okay. So I will take version control system logo also. SCM logo or icon. So what exactly a SCM will do? SCM is a software. Source code management or version control system is a software which is going to maintain code submitted by various developers, okay, it also maintains versions, code versions. Okay, so it has to remember who submitted what and when the code is submitted. It has to maintain versions. So we can call them as version control systems or source code management, or we can also say code repository. These are all the synonyms that are given to your version control system. So what are the popular version control systems that are available in the market? Git is one. Why Git is popular, we will discuss. Bitbucket and Azure code repository. These are the best examples for version control systems. And in version control systems, actually code is available, right? Code is available in raw form. Code is available that is submitted by various developers. Okay, that is not final code. We cannot use the code directly. Okay, now since we cannot use raw code directly, okay, all the modules, all the parts of the code that are submitted by various developers must be integrated. Okay, must be tested, must be compiled. Okay, so for that we are going to deploy that code. We are promote that code into some area called build environment. What exactly build environment, the build system will do? It is going to compile the code. It is going to integrate all the modules. It is going to download the modules, required modules. Finally, it is going to create some package. This is my build environment. Okay. Now I am going to take a build icon also. Build image. It is not. Copy image. Okay, in the build environment, we are going to use Maven for Java projects, MS Build for .NET project, .NET code, and PIP for okay Python applications, and Make for C, C++ applications. So here, what is the outcome of this build environment? Package or application, or we can also say artifact. Okay, so directly we cannot use this artifact. Again, this must be tested elaborately. Okay, so for the sake of testing, again this artifact will be promoted to test environment. This is also called as QA or test environment. So here complex servers are there. A testers will come into picture. They will perform various testings like Selenium testing, automatic testing, functional testing, integration testing, load balancing testing. Many testings are performed here. Okay. Now I will take testing logo also. Testing icon. I will take this one. Copy image. So the test can be passed or failed, right? So if the test is failed, again the code will be reverted back to developer. Again they will fix the code. They will submit to Git. Again artifact is created. and again that will be tested. So the code is passed. What happens here? They are going to promote the code into next level. What is the next level? This time the next level is something like pre-prod environment. Pre-prod, we can also say UAT. So here the code will be deployed into customers systems, customers environment. That means before directly the code will be going into live environment, again the code will be tested, the package will be tested by business customers. UAT icon. You can take any icon here. User acceptance testing. UAT stands for user acceptance testing. So here customer will test the artifact thoroughly, and he will test whether this artifact is meeting all the requirements of the user or not. So if he satisfies well, again the code will be promoted to the final environment, that is called as prod environment. Prod, or you can also say live environment. Okay, so from here my end users will be able to use my application. Okay, when the code is available, when the artifact is available in the production environment, my end user from the internet will be able to use my artifact. Okay, so prod environment means actually it is not a single system, it is also a complex environment. The code will be hosted into multiple servers. Now this is actual software flow in every organization. This is common to every language. It is not specific to any particular language. If you take any language, it is common. Now, once upon a time, completely this was manual. Once upon a time, that means before DevOps culture, before DevOps days, okay, that was purely manual. Since it was manual, it was taking years to get the time. Manual means whenever code is submitted to this Git repository, okay, they have to push code into Maven build environment manually. Okay, they have to test artifacts in a manual fashion. Okay, that is going to be happen. Okay, once upon a time. Now, whenever tools like CI/CD are introduced, CI/CD tools are introduced. CI stands for continuous integration. Okay, CD stands for continuous delivery or continuous deployments. Now, what are the popular CI/CD tools? I will explain what is CI and what is CD. Okay, Jenkins. Okay, Azure DevOps. These are the CI/CD tools. Now, what exactly CI? What exactly CD? CI stands for continuous integration. That means when you are able to automate the first two boxes, that means whenever code is arrived in a version control system, code must be automatically deployed to build environment. There it must create an artifact. This process of automation is called as continuous integration. This process of automation is called as continuous integration. And what is exactly continuous deployment and continuous delivery? So the process of automating from version control system to pre-prod, this is called as continuous delivery. continuous delivery. And if you are able to automate everything starting from version control system to production. Okay, now this is called as continuous deployment. There is a difference between continuous delivery and continuous deployment. So before we are going to launch, before we are going to deploy code to another environment, some approvals are taken. That is a different story. Now to perform continuous integration, continuous delivery, continuous deployment, we are going to use tools called CI/CD tools. Okay, for this, as a part of our course, we are going to take up Jenkins. Now Jenkins can create continuous integration pipeline, continuous deployment pipeline, continuous delivery pipeline. So what is a pipeline actually? Pipeline is nothing but a sequence of actions can be automated. That can be automated or called as a continuous pipeline. So here we have discussed three tools, right? One is Git for storing source code. Maven is for creating artifacts. Jenkins is for creating CI/CD pipelines. Now, when you are able to automate every activity here, definitely the time is reduced to deliver a software. Our first goal is finished. So what is the second goal of a DevOps engineer? To provide infrastructure. Okay, why infrastructure is required? Now, if you look at these diagrams clearly, so each and every box is some environment, right? Build environment, QA, UAT, production. Suppose think of build environment. Now, build environment generally requires 6 servers, right? Build environment requires servers to create artifacts. Servers with some software installed, right? Servers with some software installed. Okay, what are the softwares installed? Suppose I want to create artifact. To create artifact, I need one either physical server or virtual server. I need to have JDK software. Okay, I need to have Maven software to be installed. Then I can create artifact. Okay, what are the roles and responsibilities of a Maven that we are going to discuss later? Just remember that Maven is a build tool. Maven is a build tool. Now, for every environment, we need systems, servers, along with some softwares. So for creating environments or in infrastructure, we will be using a tool called Terraform. So what a Terraform can do? Terraform can create servers and it also installs softwares. Okay, so using Terraform, we are going to write some scripting, Terraform scripting. Using that scripting, we can create servers. That script can be automated. That means in Terraform, we are going to write automated scripting that can be used to create servers and to install softwares. Okay, that is why Terraform is called as IAC, means infrastructure as code. We are going to create infrastructure through code. That is why this is called as IAC. Okay, now we have one more tool, that is Ansible. Here Terraform is for building infrastructure and we have Ansible also. What is the functionality of Ansible? Suppose as a part of infrastructure creation, assume that already servers are there. We need not to create server, just we have to install software. That's all. Just we have to install software. Suppose there are 50 servers. In 50 servers, I want to install Tomcat and MySQL server, MySQL database server. Okay. So if you want to do it manually, okay, you have to create 50 servers manually. You have to log in into each and every server. You have to install Tomcat and MySQL. But manual installation is not, that is not a wise approach. That is not a sensible approach. Okay. So by using Ansible, we are going to write something like playbooks. Using playbooks, so within no time you can install softwares. Okay, it may be 100 servers, 50 servers, 1000 servers. Within no time we can install all the softwares. Here the difference between Ansible and Terraform is Terraform can do two things. It can create servers, it can install softwares. Whereas Ansible cannot create servers. Ansible will be working on existing servers. Okay, Ansible treats that servers are there already. Okay, so in the existing servers, it is going to install softwares. That is the functionality of Ansible. So Ansible, or we can use one more tool called Chef. So these are called as configuration management tools. Okay, there are two types of configuration management tools we will discuss later. And this is the functionality of Ansible. And we have to discuss two more important tools. This is Docker and Kubernetes. Nowadays, everyone might be knowing microservices, right? What is a microservice actually? So if you consider a e-commerce application, a e-commerce application will have small services like payment service, order service, delivery service, shipping service, sales service, database service. So these are the small services that are called as microservices. So for the sake of microservices, we don't create a full-fledged virtual machine. We create something called container. Okay, container you can treat as a lightweight virtual machine. For the sake of microservices, we are going to create containers. To create containers, okay, we need to have Docker. So if it is one or two containers, we can use Docker. So suppose in the industry, there are 1000 servers we have to maintain. There are 1000 containers we have to manage. So managing 1000 containers in a manual fashion is very much difficult, right? So to manage these 1000 containers in a automated fashion means always we have to see that 1000 containers are running. If one of the container is killed, we have to recreate it. Manually doing this task is very much difficult. Okay, so to perform this task in an automated fashion, we have to have one automated tool. That tool is orchestration tool. So such orchestration tools are Kubernetes, Docker Swarm. Okay, some other orchestration tools are there. The functionality of Kubernetes tool is to manage, okay, this kind of 1000 containers in a automated fashion. Okay, so we have Kubernetes is a very widely used tool. So most of the industries like 70 to 80% people are using Kubernetes only. Our major focus is on Kubernetes. Okay, so we have one more orchestration tool, that is Docker Swarm. Okay, so we are going to focus very less concentration on Docker Swarm. Our major focus is to learn Kubernetes. Okay, because most of the people nowadays they are using Kubernetes, not Docker Swarm. Okay, so this is a brief introduction of each and every tool. So we have introduced Git, Maven, Jenkins, Terraform, Ansible, RCF, Docker, and Kubernetes. So these are the tools that we are going to cover in our 8 to 9 weeks of duration. This is a brief demonstration of our DevOps. Now, if you have any questions, you can ask me now. Is the flow of this diagram clear? And did you understand the importance of each and every tool? Do you have any questions for me? So when it comes to our class timings, okay, 6:15 to 7:15. Class duration is 1 hour. 6:15 a.m. IST to 7:15 a.m. IST. When it comes to our class days, Tuesday to Saturday. Okay, 5 days a week. Monday we don't have class session. Okay, our session starts from Tuesday to Saturday. No class on Sunday and Monday. If it is evening session, it is Monday to Friday. So once all sessions are completed, okay, we will post the recording in the Google Drive that will be shared with you. Already I told you. Okay. Now in this flow, in this demo, if you have any questions, you can ask me freely. No questions? Everything is clear? Some people might have joined in the middle of the demo just to go through the recorded session. So if you have any questions in the next class also, you can ask me. Okay. If you feel any difficult, if you have any doubts, okay, feel free that you can ask any type of questions, I will answer. Okay, if you are joined in the middle, or else if you have any questions, you can ask me now, I will clarify. Tomorrow we are going to start Linux and AWS fundamentals. By tomorrow, you have to create one AWS free tier account. My sessions will be on AWS cloud. There are no questions? Am I audible to everyone? Guys, can you hear me? Okay. So my sessions will be started sharp at 6:15 because I have to take another meeting at 7:15. I have to join in another meeting. Sometimes 2 or 3 minutes might be delayed, but not more than that. If I say 6:15, okay, don't think that I will start 6:20, 6:25. Okay, maximum 2 to 3 minutes delayed. If there are no questions, shall I stop the session for today? Tomorrow we are going to take up to 7:15 because this is a demo session. I am stopping. Is everything clear? Will you go through the recording once again? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Tomorrow we will meet. It's same link. Tomorrow session 7:15 sharp. Thank you.